Morning guys, it is Monday morning after the rubbish Sunday we had. That's another story, but I'm going to be filming a week in the life, or hoping to. So, obviously,
we stood close in the glittering lights.
I'm just going to see if these are as complete as the other person said. Make sure they are, and obviously photograph them. I'm not a good Lego builder. So, see where we just go out. Okay, that was the front cover anyway. So we've got the windscreen there, so that needs to go on somehow. There we go, that's on. Right. No, I don't. Got the free wipe. There we go. Light will be there. Got those bits. Just trying to work out these. Why do they make Lego so complicated? That's the base. Just trying to work out where these bits go. Past all that. My leg is. Got these bit on, yeah. Got that bit, yeah. I don't think this is complete, because this is complete. Shit out of me. This number has a forklift, but there's none of that. Yeah, got the yellow bits outside, we've got a big grey bit. What's this? What a fish, but that's. We've got this. can't they make Lego a little bit more less complicated? Because this doesn't work with my brain. 3D puzzles do, but this isn't working. Because we've got the main little truck. We're missing the actual dustbin. And we're missing a little red thing. But this makes a little thing on its own. Broom clips on here somehow. God knows how. It's hard somehow, some way. Behind them. Go. There's that one go. So maybe that goes. I'm sure I won't be spending my whole day doing this because I don't know. Ooh, my brain is not working this morning. This is why I don't just come apart. Can I cry? Might get one to finish this, but I just don't think it's going to be all here somehow. And that side. God, this is direct now. I think I might have to give up with this because I've spent now 12 minutes trying to do it. Like, the main body's there. It's just these little tiddly bits. Unless they built it wrong, I don't know what's going on. Help. Maybe Lego wasn't my forte. Oh well. I was trying to get something done today. That's all I've done. I don't even know what I've done. I know I'm missed that I can't finish that. Lego book on the floor. What do I do now? It's a foggy. So I don't want to try the other one. What's the time? I haven't started to take some tablets in there.
Your ditch past all the neon signs.
As many other people, they're panicking. And you shouldn't be panicking with cancer. If you live with cancer, my advice is to try and live as normal as you can, but with the cost of living going up, that's gonna be non-existent.
He was a successful professional football coach, but his life was turned upside down When he was diagnosed with a brain tumour, he was just 29.
Obviously, that can't work. So money is tight. More tight than I'd ever imagined, if I'm honest.
And what sort of tough choices are you having to make?
It's either petrol for hospital appointments or paying for our utility bills, which have doubled.
You don't want to end up in debt.
No, because if you end up in debt, I've been in debt before when I was younger, and it's a whole place to be in. You lose sleep, you have bad dreams, no one should really have to face that. Regardless whether you have cancer or not, no one should have to face the fact of being in debt or worrying about what they're going to eat next. I don't know, it's as simple as that.
Julian has been helped by the cancer charity Macmillan to access universal credit, but says he's really struggling.
I need heating because I'm on chemo, ongoing chemo for the foreseeable future, where my body temperature can rise and drop at any given moment. I'm thinking that I won't be able to use the heating because once that heating and the energy bill goes up, the more I use the heating, the more it's going to cost. And there's going to be a point where we're just going to have to not pay it, and I don't want to do that. Our focus should be cancer and recovery from it, not worrying about how we're going to survive the next few months.
Julian's experience is far from unique. The charity Macmillan says it's seen a 54% increase in the number of cancer patients needing financial support so far this year compared to the same period last year. Debbie Potts is 55. She was diagnosed with stage 3 ovarian cancer last year.
It's sort of a blur, because the next thing I know, Dan and my youngest daughter were there, and we were just sort of saying, okay, what happens next?
What happened next was a real roller coaster. Chemotherapy, 3 major surgeries, and all clear, and then the cancer returned. Debbie had to stop working. Her partner, Dan, went part-time to look after her.
Dan and I are really, really proud people, and we don't want to take benefits or, we want to work and pay our way. It was tough. So turn our heating on because it's so expensive. So we use these blankets, really nice actually, soft. So we just like to have blankets. We don't want to get into this financial situation where, we start losing our home. We want to keep our heads above. So we'll do whatever. Blankets work fine.
Debbie says she didn't want to be a burden on society, so hasn't claimed benefits. She has received some money from Macmillan, which she describes as a godsend.
I feel that, people being treated for cancer, it's not a joke. They really are being treated for cancer. Whether the government or NHS or whoever the powers that be should have an automatic system in place. Regardless of whether you're employed, self-employed, or it's injection of funding just to help you in the work of your business. I think that would be much better. And just avoid people feeling like embarrassed and painful. But also really, £700 from Macmillan changed our lives.
The cost of living crisis really started to bite, it's having a serious impact on people living with
Thank you to Julian and to Debbie for sharing their stories with breakfast this morning. Christopher Jones is from Macmillan's support line. Joins us now, hearing lots of stories like that. I mean, how busy is your line, technical?
The support line that me and my team work on, we've primarily worked on London Work Team. And I think in the first 6 months of this year, we've had over 150,000 calls just through that line for people affected by cancer who are really worried about the financial implications. Obviously, this is a tough time for everyone with cost of living and stuff, but fuel, energy, food, these things acutely affect cancer patients when they're diagnosed with their condition or have to go through long-term treatment.
There are other things as well, though, aren't there? Because there are particular situations that you're only going to know about if you are being treated for cancer, getting yourself to treatment, parking in a hospital. There are extra costs that come in.
definitely, and it's not only those extra costs really, it's also the sort of, to put it casually, it's sort of double whammy that you're hit with, in that when you're diagnosed with cancer, obviously you're going to stop working, go on sick pay, reduce your hours at least, sort of thing. So you see that drop in income, as well as these, like we said, additional costs, heating costs, like you rightly put, travel costs for patients going to, intensive long-term treatment. I think Macmillan's research recently has shown that 2 million cancer patients are sort of having to make these impossible choices between, putting food on their table for them and their household, but also, water bills or going to hospital appointments.
If you get a cancer diagnosis, or your loved one does, you've got so much health stuff going on in your head. It's hard to have the space in your head for the practical stuff, but it's equally important, isn't it, for your well-being?
Definitely, and yeah, you're right. We talk. Cancer is a condition that affects the whole household. Really, to be honest, obviously the medical side of things, what we hear a lot about. But as we talked about, household income takes a massive hit. And then the practical things. I was speaking to a gentleman on the phone just the other week, single parent. He was self-employed, so when he had to stop working to start his treatment, he's got no sick pay coming in. He's got to navigate benefit minefield sort of thing system, trying to get through that. He's got a single sort of daughter he's trying to see, from time to time. He's got to fit that in with his treatment. So Macmillan's support line is sort of, we try to be a sort of one-stop shop for all these needs, whether it is your financial needs, whether it is these practical needs about, travel to and from hospitals, or even we've had people call up about who can look after my pet while I'm on ongoing treatment sort of thing. And then, as you rightly point out, mental health side of things, there's training specialists on the phone and nurses as well. You've got any other health conditions?
Are you seeing things get worse?
We're definitely seeing things get busier, definitely. We're talking about, obviously, the new energy price cap coming in October, and to honest, we've seen cancer patients calling us in July when we had the hottest day of the year, talking about £340 bills sort of thing. As I said, 150,000 calls is just a record amount for us. We've given out a record amount of financial grants, as Debbie mentioned in her story there. I think it's over 34,000 now, and it really shows that there's this desperate need. And hats off to the advisors that I work with. They really go above and beyond to do everything they can for these cancer patients at this difficult point.
Just give one piece of advice about what people can and should do if they've got concerns or they think they might have concerns. What would it be?
I would probably echo a wee bit about some of your previous, guests had said, is try and not bury your head in the sand about it. Macmillan is there for you 7 days a week. We've got either the online website where there's a lot of detailed information there. There's a web chat system where you can speak to an experienced advisor. The support line is open 7 days a week. We have and it's not just about getting the advice and support. You can get that tailored advice and support. Some of the advisors I work with, just to give an example, I'll shout out one of my advisors, Emma, who did this above and beyond job recently. She's got an 84-year-old cancer patient, had her electricity incorrectly cut off, wrong, shouldn't have happened, definitely worst thing for a cancer patient. She worked until 9:30, 10 o'clock at night with me supporting her to get this woman reconnected, get her energy back on, get adult social work in her area sorted, and then she was back in 9 a.m. on the Monday morning to go back to her energy companies, get her meters changed over so that she could, this wouldn't happen again. It's really going that above and beyond that, Macmillan and the amazing advisors we have to do.
Christopher, we have to leave it there, but thank you very much indeed. It's such an important story for so many people, and well done, Emma.
Yes,
Well done, Emma. Thank you very much indeed.
Now, you will know it's just coming up to 8:25 on this programme. We have followed the story of former rugby league star Rob Burrows since his diagnosis of motor neuron disease back in 2019. We've been with him and his family and his friends the whole way.
And as part of Rob's drive to raise awareness and vital funds to try and find a cure one day for MND, we've also been covering, of course, his friend and former rugby league legend Kevin Sinfield, what he has done to try and do it, stepping up. He announced this week a new challenge that Kev's going to be doing, hopefully to raise millions more pounds for the MND Association.
Well, ahead of that challenge, the third and final challenge, which is to run 7 ultra marathons in 7 days from Murrayfield in Edinburgh to Old Trafford in Manchester, we can let you in on a little secret. we have produced a documentary, a special film that's going to air on BBC Two following Rob and his family as they adapt to him living with motor neurone disease. Here is a tiny sneak preview.
My dad loved rugby as a kid.
Rob Burrow diagnosed with motor neurone disease.
Suddenly, life is never going to be the same.
I love her so much, she did not sign up for this.
So proud in everything he's going through.
At the end of the days, it's still hard.
I'm determined to be better, and I look at all the reasons I've got to live.
That's my dad.
Special Team for Breakfast has been working on that for a long time now with Rob and his family. You can watch Rob Burrow Living with MND. It's at 7 o'clock on Tuesday, the 18th of October on BBC Two. It will, of course, be on iPlayer. It is astonishing. It's life-affirming. It's funny. It's incredible because he's an incredible man. They're all incredible.
That's my dad.
That's my dad, is what she said.
Because it's as much
Wait till
about...
you see what else she said.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Does Rob need to worry?
No.
Because it's as much about them, the family, Rob's support team, and other families and communities helping people as it is about Rob himself and what he's going through.
It's about love. It's about how much they love him, how much he loves them. Love from his friends, from the rugby league community, from people who met the family. I think from seeing him on TV. It's about that support system, which has been so important.
More to come on that next month. It's going to be very special indeed. At the time now, 27 minutes past 8. We're on here till 9:15, after which it's Morning Live.
Sam and Gethin this morning. Morning, guys. What have you got in store for us today?
Well, you can't throw that on us with
Sorry.
Rob there. We were just
Sorry.
watching with interest.
Yeah.
Not at all. And Sally's been part of that since the very beginning. Rob is so inspirational. You think Kevin Single's going to be his last challenge? I doubt it.
No.
Yeah.
Superhuman.
He knows a few more, yes. I'll tell you what's coming up on Morning Live today then, with police predicting a rise in crime this week. The presenting made its actions by the teams moving targeting our mobile phones, putting our personal data at risk. How a simple change in settings will help you stay safe.
Look, coughing, wheezing and fighting for breath. Every 10 seconds, someone in the UK has a potentially life-threatening asthma attack. As temperatures drop and cases increase, Dr. Brand is here to...
That's right, a new report out today warns that people are cutting back on their medication to make it last longer. So I'll explain how to get the most out of your inhaler and when to see your GP for
Celebrating advances in medicine, Olympian Iwan Thomas visits the hospital that saved his son's life. His caddy was infected by a bacteria carried by up to 40% of adults. And Iwan finds out how they're protecting future babies from Group B strep by developing a groundbreaking vaccine.
And proving she is a font of all knowledge, actor Sally Lindsay is getting quizzical every afternoon as the new co-host on Pointless. She tells us what inspired her to step into Richard Osman's size 14.
Also slipping on his dancing shoes, Rhys Stevenson. He's been behind the scenes at Strictly. He's got a couple of interviews for you today, and he's doing Strictly Fitness with Charleston with these two perfect humans. 10s for this.
Oh my, yeah.
Asher and Ashley.
That's not a perfect 10 scores ago. This was the doozy, so all you hit people.
Great dance, that. Yeah. All that coming up 9:50 today.
And that cold weather is tempting you back inside off your balcony, yeah?
Yes, that's true, yeah. We might not get out again now, John. That could be it.
No, it is sunny. It's gorgeous.
That's true, yeah.
Carol will tell you a little bit later, but he can plan it later in the week. See you later, guys. Thank you.
See you in a bit.
Just coming up to 8:30, we have the Labour leader, Sir Keir Starmer, coming on the programme in a couple of minutes' time. But now, it's time for the news, travel and the weather, where you are.
Hello, good morning, I'm Tom Hepworth. Families of patients who died at the Gosport War Memorial Hospital will meet the next update on the investigation. Detectives from the Kent and Essex forces are looking into the deaths of hundreds of patients between 1987 and 2001. The criminal investigation follows a damning report in 2018 which found the inappropriate prescribing of painkillers shortened the lives of more than 450 patients. Specialist ships and aircraft will be off the Isle of Wight tomorrow as part of an exercise to test the response to an oil spill on the Channel.
but it's quite crispy.
Teams will then test methods to clear it using booms and dispersing it by spraying it in the air. A decision is due later on whether Pool's crematorium should get a new furnace. The old ones were closed 2.5 years ago, with all cremations since then happening in Bournemouth instead. The council wants to further delay the decision for another 3 years. Local church ministers say that's unacceptable and say a new one is needed now. The Portsmouth boxer Lucas Bunningall is looking to follow in the footsteps of his brother Michael Mackinson when he fights for an English super lightweight title in London on Friday. Bunningall is one of the finest boxers the city's produced and hopes to take his career up another level when he takes on Boy Jones Jr. at York Hall. He's made the jump from lightweight to super lightweight.
It was massive headlining for the English title at York Hall. It's great to have, and obviously the English belt to win is going to be great as well. So yeah, I'm buzzing and I can't wait for it.
Now, an auction of giant painted hares, which formed an art trail around Southampton and Winchester, has raised £180,000 for Southampton Children's Hospital. The Hares of Hampshire project was organised by the charity Parish Trust, founded by the actor Sarah Parish. Its Hares campaign is on course now to raise more than £300,000 in total.
This is how close that is. It works.
Hello, morning. Fairly cool start this morning. A few showers in the forecast today, but generally dry out for most with some sunny spells. Still quite breezy, although the wind's not as strong as they have been. Greatest chance for some showers this morning before western parts. Maybe dry elsewhere with some sunny spells. We will see more cloud building in. And we can't rule out the shower just about anywhere, but they tend to be fairly isolated. Staying dry for many days. Still below par today, around 15 more westerly winds. Overnight tonight, dry for the time with some clear spells. We've got some more cloud moving down from the north to the early some touching outbreaks of rain, plus temperatures dipping to a low of around 7 Celsius. And tomorrow, quite a cloudy start, but that cloud should break up tonight for some sunny spells. Still the chance, though, of a few isolated sharp showers here and there.
That is the latest. There is more travel reports as well. Where it is that we can know, because we're back with a final bulletin in about half an hour's time.
Good morning, this is Breakfast with John Kane and Sally Bridget.
Just after 8:30, and against the backdrop of all those news we've been reporting this morning about inflation, interest rates, turmoil on the market, the Labour leader Sir Keir Starmer has been promising what he calls a fairer, greener, more dynamic society in his keynote speech at the annual party conference in Liverpool.
He also said that only a Labour government could end UK's economic problems. Sir Keir Starmer joins us now. Good morning, Mr. Starmer. Thank you for talking to us on BBC Breakfast. Shall we start with the IMF? That statement that we've had from the IMF in the last 24 hours, following Friday's tax cuts from the government. Just your response to what they said.
Well, I think the IMF statement is very serious and is a reflection on the decisions that were taken last Friday. Of course, it comes on the back of statements made by the Bank of England earlier this week. I know how worried people will be, particularly those with mortgages, looking at their new mortgage rates, people who mortgage deals have mortgage this week, prices going up, and for what? I mean, this, unlike other fluctuations in the market, is a self-inflicted wound. These were the deliberate decisions of the government on Friday to have tax cuts for those earning hundreds of thousands of pounds, and it's resulted in prices going up, mortgages going up. They've lost control of the economy. Now, you know, we all understand when the international issues, prices that cause fluctuations in the market, but that isn't this case. This is a situation where the government has self-inflicted harm on our economy, and people looking at their mortgages, looking at their prices this morning, will be worried sick, I think. And I wouldn't be surprised if they're not a little bit angry that the government has lost control of the economy, a self-inflicted wound, and they're now picking up the bill.
Okay, for those people who are perhaps a little bit angry and who are looking at their bills, here is your moment to tell them exactly what Labour would be doing.
But what we've been able to do at conference is to set out carefully and calmly
our plans going forward. That involves what we would do about the short term in terms of things like energy bills, etc., but what we would do to build our economy. I profoundly believe that our economy is built by the people who go out to work every day, the bus drivers, the lorry drivers, the people who work in our shops, hospitality, technicians, software engineers, our teachers and our health service. And we need to grow the economy in a way which reflects the fact that they are growing it and they see the rewards of it. I fundamentally disagree with the government who've said their whole strategy is make the rich richer and somehow the money might trickle down to everybody else. I fundamentally disagree with that. Let's recognise who the real people are who are building our economy, growing our economy. It's the people going out to work every day. So the plan that we've set out this week is built on that, recognising the contribution that they make and setting out firm, clear, careful, confident and costed plans to get our economy back on track. Desperately, desperately needed. And, you know, the government can never again look the electorate in the eye and claim to be a party of fiscal responsibility. They've acted irresponsibly. They've lost control of the economy. And for what? To put taxes down for those on hundreds of thousands of pounds and prices up for working people. It's the worst possible situation that we could find ourselves in.
Okay, let's talk about those calm, clear and costed plans. What are they?
Well, what we set out yesterday in my speech is a plan to tackle together the change we need to make because of the climate crisis. So get energy independence, because part of the problem we're facing at the moment is the fact that we're locked onto the international market with Putin acting as so the prices have gone through the roof, so we need energy, and we need to unlock the next generation of jobs, well-paid, secure jobs. That's the plan that we how we would achieve it. And we want, for example, clean power by 2030. Energy, our power, our electricity will be clean. We'll have got it here in the country I live in proposition for great change, because I think a lot of people watching this would be surprised to learn that the biggest onshore wind farm, for example, in Wales, is owned by Sweden, and therefore the money for public services in Sweden. The Chinese Communist Party has a stake in our nuclear sector, and 5 million people are paying their energy bills to a company owned by France. I want to change that. I want to promote energy, which means that where we invest our money in Britain into clean power for the future, the money, the rewards, the benefit that comes to us in Britain, then we can use it to reinvest for things that we in Britain want, rather than it going to other countries around the world. So we've got an immediate answer to the problem of climate. We've got a plan for 2030, and we have this sense that we have for the whole country, it's about this harnessing the benefit of the Labour plan to take us forward to the next generation of jobs and make sure where the rewards from that, it comes back to us here, not going to Sweden, to China, to France, and any other countries.
Okay, let's talk about Great British Energy for just a moment, shall we?
Yeah.
How is that costed? How is that costed out?
Well, it's a publicly owned company, but it's will have an independent board making investment decisions. There will be start-up money, investment money that we will put in, and that board will decide how to invest. It will unlock private investment, because so many companies and chief executives are saying to me, if we knew for certain what the government plan was, we would then come in with private finance alongside it. So we'll unleash private investment as well. Then that will be used to invest in renewables, in clean power, clean energy for the future. That could be, wind, solar, tidal, or nuclear. And then where that makes money, it goes back into the public coffers. And that's the crucial thing about Great British Energy. It also could take a long-term view, because quite often, the short term is what defeats us, so it can take a long-term view.
So a Labour government would be borrowing money to set this up. How much money would you need to borrow?
Well, we will only borrow to invest. So we wouldn't borrow for day-to-day at home if you've got a government borrowing to pay for tax cuts for the richest. That is wrong. What we would do is borrow to invest. Well, overall, into this fund, we've said that for climate investment altogether, we would get £28 million a year. For this this particular project be much less than that, £8 billion or so, integrate British energy so that we could invest in the way that I've described.
And you're talking about this being up and running potentially and working by 2030. If there isn't a general election for, say, another 2 years, you wouldn't have very long for this to work. Is that realistic?
Yes, it is, and we've had it independently assessed. It's going to be tough. It's going to be very, very tough. But look, we've been wringing our hands and filling it out for years. If something like this had been put in place 8 or 10 years ago, we would have energy security now. We wouldn't be exposed to the international market, and we wouldn't be facing these price hikes that we're facing. So yes, it's going to be tough. Is it doable? Yes, it is. Are we determined to do it? Yes. Have we got others coming up alongside us to say this is a plan that we can make work? Yes, we have. We actually need a government that moves forward carefully and confidently instead of the shambles that we've got at the moment, the government that has lost control of the economy.
And what you're not suggesting is that you might nationalise the company. They're actually doing this already.
No,
Why
this
is that?
Because we've looked at the amount of money it would cost to nationalise the existing companies and the benefit that we might or might not get. And we've decided that even if you nationalise the existing energy companies, you couldn't reduce the bills, and therefore that's not the right thing to do. But as we go forward with British Energy, that should be property owned, so that we reap the rewards of the investments that we make with public money.
Okay, let's talk about energy for just a little longer, shall we? Because we know that the government have pledged to freeze energy bills, haven't they, for the next 2 years, which gives people who are watching this programme this morning the opportunity to at least plan or try to plan and budget for a long time. You're suggesting that you would freeze them for 6 months. Why?
But the big difference between the government's position and ours is about who pays. There's an agreement. We said in the summer we should freeze the energy prices. The government said no, and now agreed with us. That's fine. So they will be frozen.
And for longer.
No. But the crucial question is going to be who's going to pay for this then? We've said that the oil and gas companies that have made excess profits they didn't expect to make, £170 billion across the board in energy has been made in a way which wasn't expected. That should be used to contribute towards the cost. The government says, we're not going to touch that. We don't want to touch the excess profits of oil and gas companies, so we're going to put it on borrowing, all of it on borrowing, and that means the taxpayer will pay. So if you're watching this today, the government is saying, you're going to pay for this over your taxes for many years to come. The Labour Party is saying, the oil and gas companies who've made more profits than they're expecting should pay their fair share. That's the main one. And when it comes to your question about how long this will last, we've got a plan for 6 months. Of course, in 6 months, we'll have to have another plan.
So you would extend it?
Well, we have to look at figures, and yes, the government's always got 2 years. But we are first out of the traps with a plan every single time we see a problem. But the question is, this is expensive. This is an expensive thing to do. Who is going to pay? And the question is, why are you protecting the excess profits of oil and gas companies and making taxpayers watching this programme pay it in their taxes for years to come by putting it on borrowing, putting it on the never never?
So no specific plan for post-April, but let's move on because I know we are.
No, but we
have
will
a
have a
limited
plan.
time.
I mean, yeah.
We have a limited time with you. I do want to move on to something that you've actually already referenced yourself. You've talked about the workers of this country. I think you said the lorry drivers, the bus drivers. I want to talk a little bit now about teachers and NHS workers. We know, don't we, that we are, people are going to be struggling. Will you back pay rises to match inflation for the NHS and for teachers?
I know I had some earlier because I just
Well, let me declare it interest because my wife works for the NHS. But there's a process in place for these pay negotiations. And there's a process that needs to be gone through, and that will come to its outcome at the appropriate time. But look, do people need a pay rise? Of course they do, because wages have been stagnant for the best part of 10 years. Prices are going through the roof. And because of the reckless actions of the government last Friday, mortgages and prices are going up even higher. That's why we desperately...
We both been waiting for this all night. Sure, I've been waiting for you to tell me you can take me home.
Right, let's get going. 4:45. Oh well, we'll have to jump ships. This giraffe is a giraffe. This little. Where's the silver camera? Silver camera. Silver camera. Silver camera. Oh, no, 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 no. I've lost the silver camera. Stupid. This is ridiculous, because it was here. So I just literally found it.
Oh, you found it? I thought you might. Where was it?
By the TV, right behind the blue TV.
Oh, well, there you are then. Okay, bye.
I can photograph now.
Bye.
Bye. Camera. Oh, what was that? This one, no big. Liberty! Yay! Right. Let's get photographing. Pen. I need a pen. I don't care what pen, but I need a pen. Okay, I want to get all the rest of this done and the squishmallows. Right. What's the time on? Yep. Don't know what time. I don't know if I'm going to have enough time to do all this, but I'm going to give it my best shot. Gary. I don't think you're Gary though, but you are Squish. Okay. So, yeah. WWE. Re. 747. slower than I would like to be if I hadn't. If I could have found a power sooner, I wouldn't be this stressed about. I wanted to get this done by the time I got home, all these. And then I wanted to start my root canal doctors because my room is doing badly. Where's these ladies? One, two, three, four. One each. About 12 minutes left. Can I get all this done in 12 minutes? No, probably not. Am I stressed? Yes. Am I tired? Yes. Am I in pain? Not too bad yet. Let's see if I can get these in. Got these neatly straight. To protect me, watch out here. I reckon this is heavy at the mouth, but 10 minutes. 10 minutes. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 8 bundles, 9, 10 things left to vote. I might have to put boxes on over here. Straighten clothes. I like to sit down and watch it nicely. Yeah. You do what you have to do. This needs to be done. When mum gets home, I want to do it stable. And tomorrow I'm going to put all the yellow roses in one box. So I can do them this week. What is this? Because I need to get the dogs in and Jack won't behave as per. Oh yeah, because you're large. I know you're from Toy Story, but who? I'm not going to sit down, what's this? Vegan. Get the dogs in. What the doctor is. Not to be a while yet. Good boy. At last. I told you you'll be a nightmare. Always are. Let's go and watch doctors and see what time we've got. Right, let me get sorted in bundle of clothes. I'm out doing a Facebook. So that's our generation. Okay, that's designer friend. Designer friend. Designer friend. Who likes designer friend? That's also designer friend. That's actually a really pretty dress. Guess what again? Designer friend. This has got a label. This is going to be mostly designer friend, but that's good. I'm not sure what got you. I think this could be. I've got quite a few designer friend wardrobes, so that's a good thing in the other room. That has no label. No label. But I reckon this is designer friend. Yep. I'm excited for this weekend because hopefully we're going to a pizza tomorrow. Oh, choo choo. That is also designer friend. Pretty sure that's going to be designer friend. It's like no idea situation. So are you, because you have your tag. Sometimes you can just tell what it's going to be. says Disney Store. I've got an itchy nose. That's just rubbish. Pretty sure. Baby boy, build a bed, build a bed. Oh, something else, baby boy. That is a lady's top from Marks and Spencer's. Design a friend. Again, no label. Design a friend. I don't know. Just something else. Bear Factory. Let's go to Bear Factory. Design a friend. Again, the trousers I'm not so sure. Again, no idea. I'm going to put the camera somewhere else because knowing me, I'll knock it off. Again, no label. Again, no label. Pretty sure this is going to be Design a friend. Design. This has got to be built better. Set it on. Let me get rid of that, that's dirty. Build bear or design a friend. Design a friend. Bear Factory. Design a friend. Design a friend. That's got to be built better. No idea. Design a friend. That's got to be Build a Bear. Put the trousers in the middle because I don't have a clue. Design a friend. See, this one again doesn't have a label, but design. Your Build a Bear. But you probably need a wash, but this one's done. Design a friend. Design a friend. Luxury. big bundle designer friend. Bundle on what's wrong with that? Oh, it's just the shoes. Hello? You right?
Yeah, I've been ringing you on the other one.
Oh, I'm busy. I've not got my phone anywhere. I don't actually know where it is, although it is.
Alright, now I'll pick this up.
Yeah?
Just on my way back. Just as I was leaving, she came out with, she said, would you like this? And it's a baby ball.
Yeah.
Bike seat that sits on the handlebars and faces them.
Alright, yeah.
And she said the helmet's in the bag.
Oh, okay.
So, you can do that on its own front.
Yeah, we'll look at it.
And it's in nice condition.
Good.
So, yeah, well, I'm just coming back. I just got past the gas, so I'm on my way back.
You mean Mole Valley, but yeah, I know where you mean.
Well, yeah.
It's not good.
So what's the time? I'll be back certainly by 10.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm just sorting out some stuff.
And then I'm going to get some stuff out of the kitchen.
Oh, that's what I'm trying to do, Mum. I'm trying to sort these out.
Very well, but I need to find your big jeans.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know where they are.
Neither do I right now. Right, I'm just...
You thought we'll have to find something.
Quick trip to the shops.
So, Yeah, I'll be back soon then.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm just.
And what have you done so far? I've just gone past Kerry's roundabout.
I've just done that bag. There's still quite a bit of shoes.
Which bag?
The one you got with that doll.
Yeah.
And then I've just got. Do you remember?
Can I just, you mean you've sorted it out?
Yes, into things like designer friend, non-branded, couple by Reborn items, a choo-choo outfit, and Build a Bear, and then random ones that I'm not sure about.
Sorry?
Oh, don't say sorry. Say pardon.
Pardon? What's the stuff like?
Some of it's okay. It all looks good. It might need a quick winks, but I don't really know. I just put it into the sets that the brands.
Yeah. Go on then.
Then I got. Do you know those 2 wardrobes we got from Facebook before we went away? The designer friend small ones.
Yeah.
I'm just sorting them out now into the same on the same bundle. So I'm just mixing bundles up basically.
Yeah, we need to try and get rid of some of it, don't we?
Yeah, because next week we need to get in the office. One to get the Boots House stuff out, and one to get Star Generation, Paw Patrol, Happy Land, and Octonauts and PJ Mask out.
Yeah, but the Boots House stuff would be the most important.
Yes.
See, if we work out that we've already got the items ready,
41 with those fence, I think.
that was it. So we can get another 20.
Well, we've got.
Have to bear in mind that,
You've got 4 in the car, possibly 5.
yeah, but some of it's bigger stuff. That's what we need to bear in mind.
Yes, but if we're planning ahead.
Yeah, I know, that's right.
I love you.
But the next, these 40 or 60 will go on next weekend.
Yes, I know. And that's what I'm trying to rush. Plus, we don't know what we're going to get this weekend, if anything.
No, the point I'm making...
I know the point you're making.
Normally, when it comes to the listing weekend, we are busy photographs and stuff to go on.
Yes, I know.
Time round, we're going to have it ready.
Yes, I know.
Which will take quite a lot of pressure off.
I know. I know.
Alright then.
See you shortly.
Do you want to get home?
Well,
Cookies.
yeah, alright.
Alright, let's see you soon. So
Bye. Right. Where's our big bags over there? These baby bomb bits can go in a small bag. Anyway, sis. Oh, I ache so much already.
So far from where we started from, but everywhere with you is a perfect view. You know the light is what you make it, and I'm still waiting for you to tell me you can take me
Right. Right.
the night is what you make it. So tell me what you're waiting for. You know the night is what you make it, and I'm still waiting for